Hello, Alexander here, and I'm making a cake, sort of. More decorating one that's pre-bought because I'm celiac and making a gluten-free cake is far too much effort. So, the reason we're making a cake is because on Thursday I'm getting chest surgery. I've mentioned it before in previous videos that I'm a trans guy, but for those of you who don't know, I'm a trans guy, by the way. If you don't know what that means, basically I was assigned female at birth but identify as male. You're more likely to have heard of trans women than trans guys because for some reason we're invisible. I was actually meant to have my surgery on the 18th of May, which is why you may have noticed for the past few weeks I've only had one video a week up, 1 or 2 videos up per week. And I did all of that in preparation of the fact that I was going to be off for 4 weeks and unable to do a lot. And then unfortunately on the day it got cancelled, so I'm now stuck. I've had to sort of work another 4 weeks when I hadn't been planning on it, and I had intended on making videos to cover me for the next 4 weeks, but basically I've just not had the time or the energy due to various reasons. The surgery being cancelled did take a hit on my mental health, I'll be honest. But I decided instead I would record myself decorating the cake. So you've got something interesting at least. I'm happy to do like random vlog type things as and when I can. I'm certainly interested in doing like a Q&A if you have any questions regarding trans stuff, although whether or not I answer all your questions depends on the type of questions you ask me, basically. For instance, I'm not going to tell you about my giblets. I added way too much water. I've also mentioned in previous videos that I do activism, and my day-to-day life is very politically charged, and so for me gaming and YouTube is my escape. However, I suppose I wouldn't be me if I didn't make my own thoughts known on the general election that has just happened here in the UK's. I'm happy to admit I voted Labour. Heart Jezza forever. I think the best thing that's come out of this election is the fact that so many young people have voted this time round. When you compare it to 2010, when only about 1% of students actually voted, it's insane. I've really added too much water. I'm like halfway through this pack now. I don't vote. I haven't even added food colouring yet. If you couldn't guess, the reason I am as politically active as I am is to do with the fact that I'm trans. In a way, when I came out as trans, I had no choice but to become politicised, because there are so many issues that trans people face, not just in the UK but worldwide. There just isn't a lot of awareness about it all, or understanding. So, we have a hung parliament, which, you know, in terms of democracy, is brilliant. Everyone's voice is going to get heard, and da 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 da. Unfortunately, Mrs May made the decision to start an agreement with the DUP. For those who don't know much about Irish politics, and I will admit I didn't know much about it until recently myself, DUP is a political party that developed as an anti-IRA party, and also themselves did terrorist acts. So, you know, not particularly a good starting point, is it? Especially when you consider the hypocrisy of how May continued to insist that Jeremy Corbyn was an RAA sympathiser, even though he just wanted to negotiate peace talks. And funnily enough, by Theresa May going into this agreement with DUP, she has put peace in Ireland at risk. There's something called the Good Friday Agreement, which means that England is supposed to stay impartial to Ireland and the political parties over there. But by going into an alliance with DUP, we're not looking very impartial now, are we? And the issue there is is that she's risking war happening again in Ireland, and it's stupid and selfish. And that will be interesting to see the mixture of comments I get as a result of choosing to be politically honest in a video. Cake making! I've never really... I don't want to spoil the surprise of the cake here, but I've never tried to make this particular colour combination, so there's a high chance it will completely fail. I've probably put in way too much food colouring as well. Oh well. C'est la vie. Oh god. Yeah, I definitely added too much food colouring. I'm going to get a little tub because that's one of the colours I want, at least. This was my idea of a tub. It works. I think I was better off with the colour before. This is now looking more like you. My official return to work date is 17th of July, but I'm hoping to be able to do something on YouTube before that point. Don't know what yet, but something hopefully. Well, c'est la vie, that'll do. And I present to you a terrible boob cake. And the reason I made this, because I thought, why the fuck not? And because, hey, I'm getting chest surgery on Thursday. I have been waiting 3.5 years for these things to fucking go, and I can't tell you how fucking... Sorry, asshole. I can't tell you how long I have been waiting to not have to deal with chest binders. Good lord, are they uncomfortable. And I'm so goddamn happy I'm finally getting my chest surgery. Thanks for watching. Bye!